Hello, everyone. Shanita here. I'm so excited to let you know that on Thursday, December 7th, I will be going live on Tea Time with Bunky at 7 p.m. I hope to see you there.
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. This is Richard. Hi, Dan. All right.
Welcome to Tea Time with
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky.
This is super recent.
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. I missed you guys. I really did. Hi, everybody. Oh, my God. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. It feels like it's been forever since we've been together. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. I'm waiting for my guests to log in. But in the meantime, I would like to thank all of my followers and subscribers, all the new Tea Time with Bunky followers and subscribers. I would like to welcome you on this journey. For those of you who didn't see it stream live on my platform, last week I was on with Let's Get Activated podcast with host Samantha. If you didn't see it, go check it out. It was crazy. I had no voice. I was sick. But you know what? We got through it, and it was a powerful, powerful podcast. It was a great, great episode. So I would like I said, I would like to thank you all. For those that missed this airing, and no worries, no worries. You can always go back and watch it live on YouTube. Trying to get my YouTube followers and subscribers up, trying to get my YouTube subscribers and followers up. You can also listen to the re-air on Culture Shock Radio, Rocks Pops Radio Facero, Wapter Music. That's on Thursdays at 8 a.m. These are all on Zeno FM. It's a free app. You can go in, download it. And also on Sundays, comes on Sundays at, I'm just communicating with my guests, comes on Sundays at 12 p.m. On Godfidence Radio, which is on Zeno FM. You can also catch me on all your favorite podcast platforms, which is Pandora Radio. Here she goes. Stitcher, Spotify, Radio Republic, Google Podcasts, Pocket Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Cashbox, and Amazon. And so before I get into bringing my guests on, I see her box there, but I don't see her yet. Because I haven't been on, there's been a lot. It's been a crazy month. Because I haven't been on within a short period of time. Within that time, I lost two of my guests, very special to me. We had Mo, better the producer. I have his shirt on. You guys can see that. This is the Mo movement right there. The moment Maurice, he passed away on the 18th of November. And then I have Lady D, a big supporter, Lady D, Evangelist Taylor. She passed away on the 28th. They passed away 10 days apart. And that was like a heavy hit for me. Nobody told me when you get in these podcasts, when you lose people, you're going to start feeling that mess. So they were my family. So I would like to, and it all ties in. So before I bring my guest on, before I bring her on, I would just like to do this really quick for them, a little honor.
Listen, don't scroll. Just give me 7 seconds. Listen, Tea Time with Bunky, July 6th, 7 p.m. with yours, Better the Producer. We in there. We're going to have tea with Bunky. It's Tea Time with Bunky. So join us July 6th. Don't forget it. Be there. You don't want to miss this. All right? Easy.
Hey, everybody, and Happy New Year. from Pastor D, the gospel girl with Victory Gospel Ministries. Listen, guess who I'm going to be hanging out with on Thursday, January 5th? You got it. Tea Time with Bunky at 7 p.m., January 5th. There's a blessing in store for you. Don't miss it and invite somebody.
Lord, I felt like I was about to cry. But anyway, those were, they became my family. And it all ties in with today's show with my special guest, Miss Shanita. I keep on calling her by her maiden name, but I'm not. Shanita Artson. I'm going to give you a little quick bio of her. The It's Genetics Project. Shanita is a co-facilitator with the EPIC Every Person Influences Children program and created the Empower Me, Empower You program and was influential in many programs and events. She was also in charge of the arts and crafts room while working with the Boys and Girls Club. I'm telling you, this woman does a lot. She does a lot and she doesn't give herself props, but that's why she's on here. So I can give her her flowers. She created the art, created art for the program as well as Cancer Walk and Senior Citizens Prom, the Senior Citizens Prom, y'all. She joined the Evergreen Community Garden Initiative. Evergreen is a complex here in Sullivan County, Monticello, New York, for people that don't know. She was a member of the Sullivan County Renaissance Multicultural Advisory Committee. She was awarded the Award of Excellence for Sullivan Renaissance Multicultural Program. She created Healthy Eating on a Budget, which worked families with the Head Start. She worked with the Head Start families, creating a safe place for parents to talk about their health concerns and finding healthy alternatives within their daily lives. She was also she was a featured artist in the Barryville Artists Association celebration of Black History event. Oh Lord, it goes on and on and on. Yo, she is just that chick. Without further ado, because I'm taking up so much time, without further ado, Miss Shanita Artson. Hey. Look, I don't have my voice back all the way yet. I don't have.
Hello.
Welcome.
How are you?
Well,
Hello, everybody.
I am fabulous. How are you?
Welcome.
How are you doing? We had the little technical difficulties.
I'm
How you
doing
doing?
well. It's good to be on the show. Thank you so much for having me.
You know I got you.
I'm doing all right. It's been a long day, but we're here.
We here. We are here. Now, like I was saying, like with my memorial today. Can you hear me? Or you're delayed? It sounds like it don't sound like you can hear me. You can hear me? Okay. So, like I was saying, like this show just fell right into place. The way God does stuff is crazy because Mo and Lady D, they were guests. They started off as guests on Tea Time, but they became my family, right? And so that's the cool thing about your project because down the road, people will hear me say my nephew Mo or whatever. Years after I'm gone, people gonna be like, "Well, how we related?" So that's where your project. Want to tell people a little bit? Tell people a little bit about the It's Genetics project. Can you hear me?
All right. So the project, it came to mind about 4 or 5 years ago. And with the project, with me working at so many different organizations and being a part of so many different projects, I come across a lot of people. And because of my maiden name, and which is Paramore, and my mother's name, which is Armstead, people always say, "Oh, I'm your cousin. I know you from here. I know you from there." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know you." And I would go and I ask my mom, like, "Mom, we related to these people?" And she'd be like, "Oh, yeah, we're related through this, through that." I'm like, "But is it blood?" And she's like, "Well, sometimes she'll know and sometimes she wouldn't." So I got to the point where I just wanted to know who I'm related to, who am I blood related to? So even working in with the Boys and Girls Club, I would come across children and I'd be like, "I know your mother." And they'd be like, "You don't know my mom." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I know your mother." we grew up, I would say, oftentimes like, I know your mother wouldn't like that, or I know, or we grew up as cousins, or we grew up like this or that. So I've always wanted the kids to know the importance of family and connections, and how they're being represented, and so, and how they should live their lives accordingly moving forward, when they're out in the public.
Right. Out in the
I
street.
think if the children knew who they were related to, or if people in general just knew who they related to, that they would have more sense of pride and more sense of community, or we could just know who we are for ourselves.
That's a fact. That right there is a fact. If people knew who they were, people watching them, and you have your fake cousins and your fake aunties or whatever out there that grew up with your family, um, people are always watching. People are always watching you. Hey
Hmm.
Mel, hey Mel. Um, People are always watching you, and like you said, like how you asked your mom, like the connections, right? Oh, well, we related through this one, that one, that one. I can say you're probably related to everybody in Sullivan County in some way, shape, or form. Like me, some way, shape, or form, I'm connected to everybody. And it's like, what's crazy to me is
Yeah,
it,
that's what people say.
it's crazy. No, yeah, I'm telling you, y'all are them Armsteads and the Paramours. They in these streets, not in a bad way, not in a bad way. I mean, y'all are out there. Everybody, you're connected to everybody, and but I'm just saying, and it's like my thing is, you have certain family members that how do I say this? That embrace everybody. Well, who's that? Well, that's family. Like I ain't seen them at grandma table.
Exactly, and I'm not one of those people.
Me neither. So what?
Yeah,
Where?
I'm not one of those people, and that's another thing. I would be with my brother, and he'll be like, "Hey, cuz."
Shout out to sir. Yeah. So where did this come from? Like where? You said that it came from everybody at family asking. How could people get involved? What is the basis of the It's Genetics? How does that work? Did you freeze?
So
How does
the
this project
basics,
work? Yeah.
the so so how does it work? How it works is just basically, I'm working, I'm partnering with also the Black Library. They've been hosting me, coming in there with Engine. That's basically, so I got the grant through the Delaware Valley Arts Association. All right. Engine, they're based out in Callicoon. And I'm working with Tom Bosick, and he helped submit me to the Delaware Valley Arts Association. And therefore,
Mhm.
that's how I got the grant to start the project. And so through that, I've been in the Black Library. Shout out to Mike and Doug. Thank you. And basically, so people will come into there. And so I have a workshop for people to come and do. I really don't want to elaborate too much on the first workshop, because when you come in, I want it to be fresh in your mind, and I want it to come from your feelings and emotion. It's basically, what do you think about your family name, and
Oh,
how do you feel your family name represents you? So
oh,
that's basically the first workshop. So that first workshop can be done by yourself, and you can do a one-on-one session, or you can come and get one or two family members if you want, or a couple. The only reason I say that, it can get a bit personal, because I feel like, the first, of course, I was the test dummy. So the first time we did it,
so you did it.
Tom
You
was
did it.
asking me different questions about my family and my name. Yeah, I did it myself.
Okay.
I did it myself. So,
Okay.
when I first did the project and experiment, I sat there and I wrote out my name, and basically, and then we basically went from there. Once I wrote out my name, and what did that mean to me, and the placement of how I wrote my name, and why do I feel the way that I feel. And it just got really even realize you're going into like a deep emotion just about your last name, of the
That's
project.
no, it
And
makes sense. It
then
makes
and then I also said that you want to have someone around you to where you're going to be comfortable, because it's all
hmm
into your interpretation, and it's not for anyone to judge you to why you feel the way that you feel about your name. And it's not about if someone in your family, you like them or you don't like them. It has nothing to do with that. It's about your bloodline and who you're related to, and that's it. We're not talking about the people you don't want to talk about. We're not talking about the people that you cut off. We're not talking about all of that. We're just talking about who are you related to. And then the second step is just seeing, we're creating images of Monticello and different landmarks, to whereas my family, they were on Cold Spring Road. So that would be one of our
landmarks.
flagships
Wait
there
a minute.
on
Wait,
Cold
wait,
Spring Road. This
wait, wait,
family
wait,
lives
wait,
on
wait,
that street.
wait, wait, Shanita. Wait. There's definitely a lag in communication. There's a pause because we're not connecting like that. Let me ask you, because now that you're talking about it, I thought this was something else. I the way I processed it, um, I didn't realize. I'm thinking DNA. I'm thinking I didn't realize it was the way you started. It just blew my mind because I'm thinking like ancestry DNA. That's what. But no, it's with writing and connecting.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay. All right. I get it now. And for the people that don't know, just first starting off with the African American community
Yeah,
in
so
Sullivan
it's
County.
just like, and like I know time. What was that?
I said, did you hear the last part? Because there's totally a lag. I said, just starting with the African
I
American
just
community in Sullivan County. I
Yes,
don't know
yes
why
I
there's a
am.
lag.
Yes I am.
See, this is what happened, you guys, when
I
we
don't
go
know why
live.
either.
Because last night it was perfect when we practiced it. But you know what? We're gonna get through this either way. So continue what you were saying. I'm gonna put you
It
on.
was perfect. It was.
It was perfect. So, but that's what happens. This is what happens when you go live. It's what it is. But finish talking about like the landmarks and how this thing works.
Okay, so basically what I would like to happen is people will come in and say, "Listen, I know that I'm related to, like, for instance, for years I didn't know my grandfather and Osceola was brother and sister. Like, I didn't even know that for years, and I'm sitting here at church thinking that she's just a
This
nice
great.
nice older woman at the church, not knowing that we was related. I didn't know that that was his sister. I didn't know. Nobody told
Because they
me.
don't look alike. They don't look anything alike.
So
So
yeah, it seems yeah,
yeah.
I just didn't know. So it's just like things like that.
Mhm.
But so she married into the Bickham family, and so then therefore that's that connection, and then so on and so forth. Like I do have a large family, and I just don't know everyone who I'm related to, and I would like everyone to know who they're related to. Not just by play cousins or anything of that nature. I want them to know, and that way, um, our kids, like I said, can know who their family is.
Well, that makes a lot of sense because especially being from a small town, you could end up dating your cousin, your first cousin. You don't even know it. That's some hillbilly mess right there. You don't even know it. But right? I mean, it could happen. I've heard of things like that happening.
Yeah,
Shout
no,
out to
it's definitely a fact.
everybody watching. Just say hey, say who you are, so I can give you a shout out. So, what has been the most surprising thing that's come out of this so far? What has been mind blowing so far? What's the most surprising thing
So
that's happened?
the most surprising thing is that some people don't want to know who they're connected to.
I don't.
And because because I guess sometimes there's secrets within families and
Thank you.
therefore people don't want to have that exposed. And my thing is I'm not trying to
That's
expose
not wise.
people and
Right.
their past transgressions. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just trying to, and it also goes to health issues and health reasons. God forbid somebody's sick.
Right.
You don't even know what might be in you, genetically within your genes,
Right.
and you might need to go to the
Right.
doctor for that. And if
Right.
sometimes people are so private about their health that people can't even go to the doctor and get the help that they need because people want to keep stuff to themselves. So
That's a
I think
fact.
it's just
That's a fact.
important that once we know who we're related to, and once we can sit there and say, okay, this might be an issue of mine, health wise or whatever the case. I think that we can not only save lives, but we could come together as a people.
And and when I say I don't want to know, it's not because of bones that people may have in their closet. That's not it. It's just because Kalia. Hey, hey, Kalia. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
not
my
about the bone. It's just
baby.
because I'm
That's my
related to
daughter.
related to everybody. So I don't. I'm like I got enough cousins. It's that's why. So no disrespect to anybody. But you answered a question that I was going to ask, like the importance of understanding one's genetics and heritage. And you're right about the sickness. Like I have some health issues that are genetic. It's a genetic thing. It's nothing that I can control. It's something that runs in my family. So that's very important. So you answered that question. How how do you see a question? I don't know if I sent this to you. How do you see okay, how can I word this? When people know who they are, right? When they know who they're connected to genetically or whatever, not whatever. How do you think it impacts them, the way they carry themselves, their identity in the community? Like, for example, like I know who I'm related to. I know where my bloodline comes from. So I walk with pride because I love the Hinton family. I'm like,
Mhm,
those is my people. So it's like I'm
mhm,
proud of who I am. So and I know I have to carry
mhm,
myself a certain way, especially for those that knew my grandparents.
mhm,
So I have to carry myself a certain way. So for people out there that are
mhm.
learning their genetics, what do you think what would you like to tell them about their sense of identity and community? Like what's important for them to know that makes any sense? Does it make sense? The poor.
Yes, it makes sense. You're
Oh,
good.
okay. Okay.
I feel that in a roundabout way, this a lot of this generation, they're just doing what they want to do. They don't want to listen to anyone. They don't want to listen to anyone. They don't want to take advice. They don't want to. Everybody's just doing their own thing,
Right.
And back
Mhm.
when I was growing up, I know that it literally took the village. We used
Yeah.
to look forward to going to each other's parents' house after church and different things like that. It was more family oriented.
That's a fact.
When you know
Right.
that someone is your family and your people, you're not going to act the same way that you will act amongst strangers.
No, you're
So
not.
I feel that once you know who your people is and know who your camp is, you can relax a little bit easier in certain places because no matter what happens, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be taken care of. And you have that sense of
Yes.
security. I feel that as well. We also want to foster that type of um, spirit amongst the young people. We don't know who everyone's related to. So I just want them to say, that's my cousin. They were able to get out of Monticello and travel the world. So maybe I can travel the world. This person was able to go to college and become this or that, and now I can do that. So we want to foster dreams, and we want to make sure that we can inspire and encourage these younger generations. Or also, hey, maybe I don't want to stay in a hole, and I want to come out that hole, and I want to become something else because I seen that someone that I was related to, and we have the same blood, and therefore it should be within me where I can do that as well. So I think that it's important in that sense, to where you see something within someone else that you didn't see within
Right.
yourself, and now you feel that you can overcome it, or you can seek that.
That makes a lot of sense. Because you could be like, well, I saw my cousin go through this, and you know what? I can get through it too. So that makes a lot of sense. Now, have you guys had? You said you were the guinea pig. You were the guinea pig for the project. So have you guys started like
Yes.
right? You got to have a guinea pig. Did you guys open it up yet to other people? Like, is it open for the community yet to start the project?
Yes. So it's open. Yes, it's open. We're looking for people who are interested, and we're trying to get, families, and also what we're planning on doing as well, as once we get
I'm like
enough
getting bits and parts of
families to
you.
come in.
Hey, Crystal, you're going like in and out. You're like, there's a lag. Yeah.
Um, um,
You just totally froze. You froze. You're unfree.
so
I
once you
don't,
put your family name on the map, um, yeah, I saw, and I
yeah,
stopped
I don't
talking.
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
stopped
know. No, I
talking.
don't know what you just said. You just
What?
totally went out. You hear me?
Yeah, I stopped talking once I seen the camera go black.
Okay, so
But over, that's
dog, it went black.
fine.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is, once families come in, and we just want you to get your family name on.
This is horrible. You totally
I know,
froze.
I don't
So
know
you
what's
probably
happening.
so you
Um,
probably was just you want what, get your family name on paper? Were you gonna say something like that? I don't know what you're gonna say because I don't know about the project. But
no, we're making a whole diagram. Like, it's gonna be like, through at it, you're gonna be able to touch it.
oh, so this is a process. You're totally freezing. This is a process. But how it does it with the diagram, the difference.
Yeah. So you're gonna, once you put your family on the map, yes, it's like a whole process. So you're gonna say, like, okay, we lived on this street. Well, once all of that members come in, and or you can just have your neighbors or your friends or whomever you choose, and they could come in and they can see, like, this is where we grew up at, because a lot of places that were here in Monticello isn't here anymore. Like, you
No.
can tell how long somebody's been in Monticello by the landmarks. Like, oh, okay, do you remember where James Way was?
Yes.
Nope, you ain't been here long enough. Do you remember where ShopRite used to be? Nope, you ain't
Yes.
been here long enough. You know where Beanbag used to be at? Nope, you ain't been here long enough.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of different places
Right.
where that isn't here. Do you remember the arcade on Broadway?
Yep.
Nope, you
New
it's
design
like
furniture.
certain things like that are nostalgic for a
New
lot of
design.
us, that I would like to, that I am.
Hey, Danny. Yeah.
This is what I'm
James Way. Yeah.
saying. that we want to, map
Okay. All
out.
right. That's
Exactly. That we want to map out and all these different things, and just to have a nostalgia and just a love for how we grew up and where we grew up at, and just to create that sense of community all over again. And we also want to have a meet and greet
for family. Wait. You froze, but I caught meet and greet for family for the people you connected to.
until we was, yes.
I don't know, Shanita. I don't know about.
Mhm.
I was like the meet and greet for the family members. I don't know about that. I don't. You gotta really like them people. I don't. I love my family, y'all. I'm messing with you, but I'm talking about the Nubians. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Sounds cool though. It sounds cool. Mm. Now, where for people that don't know where this is done, where this process takes place, where is this done? Did you hear that?
It's being done at
Lord.
the Black Library.
And for those that don't know where the Black Library is, tell them where the Black Library is. Did you hear me? Okay, for those that don't know, when we talk about landmarks here, is be the old Key Bank on the corner of
What was
Broadway.
that?
I was like, tell them where the Black Library is. And then I was telling them, for those that don't know, it's in the old Key Bank on the corner of Broadway, Monticello. Landmark. Right there. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Did you say
I don't know. You're
where
like totally froze.
this is
Yes, I didn't get
taking
that.
place at?
Yeah, what I did was I don't know the address. So what I did was give them a landmark, which is the right, Danny. Right. She went out. It's the old, yeah, the surface was crazy. The old grandma's old bank. So for those where she's talking about no landmarks, the old bank, Broadway, Monticello, the Black Library. It's a great, that's a great business, non for profit that is basically that is for young Black artists. They have a whole bunch of different events for the young people going on there. Danny and Hal, y'all just having y'all own conversation in the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know if Shanita went out and tried to log back in. If she's gonna try to log back in. So while she's doing that, really quick, I'm gonna just play this video again for those that missed it while she's like I said, like while she's logging out, for those that missed it, a tribute to my tea time with Bunky nephew became my nephew. Um, he passed away. Better the producer. He was family to me. And Lady D, she was like an auntie. I met them on Tea Time. They were guests on Tea Time, um, which is crazy because their birthdays are a month apart. But she was born, of course, she's older, born in 56. He was born in 82. But that shows the connections, the importance of knowing your genetics, because I explained down the road, people gonna hear, oh well, auntie's nephew Mo, like how is he our cousin? Well, genetically he isn't our cousin, but he is your cousin because he's my nephew and he's not. So the genetics project is really, really important. Let's see if she go again. Let's see. Okay, are you there? Let's see what's going on.
Boop, here I am.
What
I'm
happened?
back.
You still lagging. I was gonna play
I
that
don't
video again.
know.
I was gonna play that
Technology.
video again. It's the worst, right? It's the worst. but you know what? But this is an important conversation. People still
You
hanging on.
know, it is what it is.
It is. It is still getting the word out there. So for those that
I
don't know,
appreciate you all for hanging out.
can you give the address to the Black Library? Because I just gave the landmark. I don't know the address. You froze again. There you go. Lord have mercy. Shanita.
I'm not frozen. Oh, you was frozen. I was
No, like I couldn't
you
like you I was
was
talking and you
glitching. Like
wasn't
you like eh,
and that's how you were. That's
you
exactly
was
how you were.
glitching.
Okay, so really quick then. I'm
Okay,
gonna run and
you
that
moving.
give everybody the address, the exact true address of where the Black Library is. You can probably hear me. I'm gonna run and turn my TV off. Give that address. Are you there? Are Lord God, what is going on? Shanita, are you are you there? I don't know. Look, Comcast Spectrum got to do better. Yeah, I don't know. Danny, I got Spectrum. We don't have Comcast here in
Yeah,
Sullivan County. That's
yes,
a
I'm here. I
monopoly.
don't know why. I don't know what's going on.
I don't
And
know
I
either.
left
Like
out
I
and
see
came
you left
back
out and came
in.
back
So
in. All right, but we're gonna do this. Whatever, it's what it is. For what's next for the It's Genetics project? What's the next? What's next for it? You're frozen. No, you're not frozen. You're moving. But can you hear me? What's next? You know what might have helped if I would have told you to open up your phone and silence it and put it on Facebook and you could have heard me totally clear. And we could have went like Shanita, you're frozen. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me? She's frozen. You know what? Um let me give a minute. Let me give a minute. And Shanita, you hold on while we do this. I'm gonna do this video real quick for a quick memorial once again to Mo and Lady D because I really want you guys to see this. If you haven't seen it, just this is the memorial for Mo and Lady D. Hold on, Shanita, don't go anywhere.
Listen, don't scroll. Just give me 5, 7 seconds. Listen, Tea Time with Bunky, July 6th, 7 p.m. with yours, Better the Producer. We in there. We're going to have tea with Bunky. It's Tea Time with Bunky. So join us July 6th. Don't forget it. Be there. You don't want to miss this. All right? Easy.
Hey, everybody, and Happy New Year from Pastor D, the gospel girl with Victory Gospel Ministries. Listen, guess who I'm going to be hanging out with on Thursday, January 5th? You got it. Tea Time with Bunky at 7 p.m., January 5th. There's a blessing in store for you. Don't miss it and invite somebody.
Hey everybody. Shanita hasn't come back on. I don't know. But and having background Lord, it's just a mess today. Lady D was on in January. Coming up would have been a year. January 8th would have been a year of her anniversary on Tea Time. And Mo's anniversary was July. He was on July 6th of this year. Um, thank you. The Black Library is 397 Broadway, Monticello. Thank you so much, Kalia. Thank you. I don't know where your mom went. Like, where did she go? I don't know what's going on. But yeah, the importance. Look, I'm trying to fix this background. The importance of knowing who you're related to, who you're connected to, because like I said, I have a lot of family that really isn't family. They're well, blood family. She's trying to get back on. But you know what they say, family isn't always blood though. Family is the people that you pick. And I have picked some amazing people, some amazing people to be in my circle, and they mean so much to me. I'm closer to some of them than I am my own natural family. And I could honestly say that me and Maurice, really built that connection. We really built a solid connection. Like I said, this is the Mo Movement shirt. He sent me this. This is him on the piano. On the piano. He was an artist, and 2024 was going to be his year, but I didn't know it was going to be his year like this. Um, and we used to check in. I was checking my messages, and he had sent me this crazy message like a month, not even a month before he passed away. And people that know that he used to call me auntie. And then Lady D, Pastor Taylor, um, was a avid Tea Time with Bunky fan supporter. She was always on commenting, joining. She a very active participant, and she became like an auntie. Totally became like an auntie to me. And she was laid to rest on yesterday, and Mo services are Saturday. I don't know what's going on with Shanita. With the internet. I don't know. Yesterday was perfectly fine. That's how this happens. That is totally how this happens when you're going live. But I'm probably going to get ready to call it quits. I'm probably going to get ready to call it quits. But I'll have the information. I'll have the information put up down the road how you can get in contact with her and find out more about the It's Genetics project. She has she has her logo. Her logo. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get in there. Um, it's called STAG. STAG, Strength Through Achieving Goals. So Shanita is powerful. And like I said, she doesn't give herself enough credit for all the good things that she does and have created. Because I told her, if you don't take credit for what you did, somebody gonna take credit for you. So, like I said, I apologize for the technical difficulties. I don't know what happened with her, um, but we'll make this happen again. Probably down the road when she's built the genetics project up a little bit more. And like she was saying, let me recap for people that's coming in right now. I was thinking that the It's Genetics project actually dealt with real DNA. Like I did the ancestry DNA. I did that to find my nephew, and it worked. I found him through blood. But this project that she's doing is through right. Is starting with your last name. That's crazy. That's powerful because it's more than just your DNA. You're digging deep into your background and where you come from, where you used to hang out, to find out where your family used to hang out. That's what the It's Genetics project sounds like. It dives into, which is pretty awesome. Here she goes again. So we're gonna see if this works one more time before I call it quits. I'm up here talking. How are you now?
I'm fine. I don't know what's going on. This is weird. It worked so fine. It worked so well yesterday, and now it's acting up.
No, now you're fine. At 7:44,
The
now
word
you
is
fine.
Look, the word's gonna get out one way or another. So let him keep being busy. It's fine.
It is fine. It's fine. So, okay, do you have any up and coming events? The It's Genetic Project, any up and coming events? Trying to get through this thing.
Yes, we will be at the Black Library on December 20th at 7. So if people would like to come in and, schedule an appointment time, if they want to tell us their last name and who do they know that they're related to, like by blood. We're not talking about play cousins. We're not talking about, who used to babysit you. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking
The
about
babysitter.
who are you blood related to.
The
So we
babysitter could
can
be your
create
cousin.
this. Well, she could be your mama or your
Mm,
auntie too.
yeah,
You
you
never
don't
know.
you don't know.
You know, but yeah, you could definitely come in and we could start mapping it out. The end goal of the project, I know we didn't get to that. You didn't ask me that yet, but
Because we
the
kept
end goal
freezing.
to the
It was
project
crazy.
is to. I know. So then I just felt like, I'll just get to it.
Let's get this out. Yes.
Is to eventually. I know. Look at this. Like, it's working so well now.
It's
Is
crazy.
to have a place where families could come and have family reunions. People can come and visit and see their family tree, and see who they're connected to. Like, I would like to have a place to whereas you can have a
I don't even know what's
based
going on.
on the family names. So, and then also you could come and visit this spot, and you could come and visit the area, and it will create jobs for the community, and I
Look, I missed all of that.
think it
I
would
just
be
missed all of that.
something
I missed what you just said. All I caught
great,
was wait, wait,
and
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I caught create jobs for the community. What will be creating jobs for the community? What?
well, I said the end goal is to have a museum, to have
Oh,
basically a place where people could come and have family reunions there.
oh, okay. That is cool. That is. Would you
So
have it
if
at the Black
within
Library?
and go to this place, and you would see, yeah, and you would see like, oh, okay, well, how are we related, dad? And they will show you, oh, and you will have a display that has your family
That's
already
cool.
there, and the
That's
branches
cool.
and how you're created. I mean, who you're related to, and then you can always expand upon it. And I think it would be beautiful, and I think it would be something that
Yeah.
to look forward to.
That sounds really good. I like that. Was totally something that I wasn't thinking. I didn't think. I thought it's genetics was one thing. You explained that it's another thing. I like the other thing better. I like the other thing, the way you explained it. I like that. I think that that is amazing to be able to come up here, get all nostalgic when you come up and visit the Catskills, and you're looking at your family name on the wall. You can actually touch it and see it. Um, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like that. Now, how do you said people could,
Yes,
do you have to have
and
is there a number or
I would
email?
like
Like,
it
how
to
do
also
people
be, family tree line. It's not just black people, so we
no, because
gotta,
we're all connected. We are
veer
all
off and see
connected.
who else we're related to.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
we're
So,
all connected.
not to ruffle any branches or feathers, it
No,
gets
it
a
is
little
what
it
it
gets
is.
a little murky out there.
Listen,
So
listen. All you gotta do is look at people. All you gotta do is walk around and look at people and be like,
so
wait a
but
minute,
I think it's
wait a minute.
gonna be beautiful.
I think it's gonna be awesome. Hmm. I think it's gonna be awesome. I never heard of anything like this. You see, you don't give yourself enough credit. You better get them accolades, girl. Everything you create, Look, and that's not even that's not even with this. Let's just this something different. I don't know why I just put in my spirit to tell you this, but everything that you do and have done and have created, right? Even though we're on a pause, you're gonna be like, yeah, after. But everything you do and have created is a seed that God has planted in you, and you're not allowing it, you're not nurturing it because you won't take the credit for, and it's not about boasting, it's not being prideful. It's a seed that God has planted in Shanita. Okay. I'm hearing your mom's voice. Why am I hearing her voice? In Shanita. These are the gifts that God gave you, girl. I don't know
Thank
where
you,
that
Bunky.
came
I really
from.
appreciate that.
Because I wasn't going there. That's not what I do. But I just felt like I don't know why,
I
but I just felt like,
appreciate that.
am I saying anything wrong?
No, you're not, and I appreciate that. I really do.
It's honesty and from the heart.
And it's hard to sometimes you have all these big dreams and these big visions and aspirations that you would like to do, and it's hard
Mhm.
to make the things that's happening inside your mind become a reality, because sometimes people don't have the vision, and
Right.
oftentimes us that are creators, we take it for granted. We think everybody thinks like this, oh, everybody has ideas, and it just doesn't come to everyone as naturally as it does to other people. So, with this project, this is like one of many projects that, I would like to create, to bring forth, to inspire, to have fun, and let others see that no dream is too big or too small. You can make it happen. And also sometimes you just got to keep it to yourself until you start making it happen, because
Right.
sometimes once you start telling your dreams to people, those are not the people that are for you.
No.
And you don't need that
The dream
falsehood
snatches.
in your
I call
mind.
them
You
the
want to
dream
keep saying,
snatches.
I yeah. You want to say, like, I can do this, like
Right.
with the path that I was
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what.
instrumental in, and made sure I,
I don't know what.
I
I don't know what.
wanted
Shanita, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
the
What is going on?
path between Sleepy Hollow and the school district to be a safer pathway.
Yeah, I had all of that.
Hopefully, I will accomplish those things as well.
We
And
got like half of that.
you
We
know,
got like half of that. Yeah, and it like went away. I was like, well, I don't,
I and
Shanita,
I can't
we're gonna
even
have
do the robot, but I'm sitting here glitching.
what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do it in person. We're gonna have to do one in
Okay,
person. Um,
that'll be fun.
of course it will. Then I can hit you. You know how your mom used to you talk and she always hitting you. I'm a hitter. I'm a hitter. I'm getting old. I'm turning into one of them people. Okay, but before we go, can you tell? Hopefully, we can get through this. How people can contact you to make an appointment? Like if they don't have a car to just walk in, how can they get in touch with you to set up an appointment to do this through the internet, through a phone?
So they can contact me via email. My first and last, Yes, they can contact me via email. My first and last name at Yahoo. That's how they can contact me. Um, yeah,
I'm putting your email
that's the
in
best way to
now.
contact me.
Okay, so y'all, there's her email. Did I spell it right? Did I do it right? SHNITA. Is that right?
That I
I don't have
yeah, that's
yeah.
correct. Yes,
Okay, at Yahoo. So
that is correct.
SHANITAARTSON
Yes,
at yahoo.com. If you guys are interested in that, that's perfect. Interested in the
yes,
genetics
that's
project,
me.
if if you want to get involved.
Yes, and just
I don't know what you just said. I saw your lips moving, but I don't know what you just said. You know what? Next time, maybe too, if we don't get it in person, we're gonna have our phones on and have this conversation. Hopefully, there's a way you can give your final thoughts or messages. Is there a final thought? Can you hear me? Yeah, this has been a challenge right here, Shanita. Lord God, you're frozen solid.
ain't that just a bunch
Uh,
of mess.
it's a mess.
It's a
It's a
bunch of
mess.
mess. Well, I still enjoy I enjoy spending time with you. I have my
Oh,
mug, my Mario mug, special for your
thank
show. I
you.
had
This
to
is
bring it.
my
I love
Kenya,
me some.
my cup from Kenya. You know, it.
And I just appreciate your support, and I appreciate you having me on. And I think this is amazing what you're doing, and you know, I can tell that it's like I see you in a whole nother light. So I think that's just great. That it's just bringing out this whole other side of you that I never even really knew. So it's nice, and it's inspiring.
Well, thank you. And just like I didn't know about all your creativity and all your gifts, so God gives us our gifts that we need to plant and water. You learned all this in Sunday school. Your gift that God gave you, plant it and water it and let it grow.
Yes,
And
amen.
I can't wait to see where this goes. Because you don't put it out there now. Your name is on it. Your
Oh
name is
yeah.
on it. So can't nobody
Hmm.
take it from you. Can't nobody take this gift from you. And even though I don't want to do it, I want to come, I want to see it because that'll be maybe seeing other people will make me be like, I want to get my family name out there. Maybe. You know what? Maybe. I think I might. Is there a cost to this? How much is it?
No, it's
It's
free.
free?
It's free. It's like I said, there was a grant provided for me to do this project, and
Okay.
it's free. You come in. I'm putting the labor of love in there. Tom Bosick, he's helping me. We're working together, and we're making it happen. And you know, it's just all for you to create, and that's what it is. You're putting yourself and your family, and also we will also like to you could
Hey,
bring
bro.
in pictures.
I was gonna ask you pictures. I was gonna ask that.
Yes, you can. So we have this printer. We purchased a printer where you can bring in old family pictures, and we will take them and we will copy them, and we can display. If you would like to connect your family like that and display it like that, we can do it like that. If you have something tangible, like you can create a whole collage yourself, and we will help you create this collage to tell who your family is and where you came from. If you would like to do your own specific story about your family. So it's just not about the whole community. If you would like to specify your family as well, you can come and do that, and we will help facilitate. We have illustrators, we have all type of technology to make sure that we can make that happen. Like I said, we have a beautiful printer. We could come and print your pictures, and whatever you need help with, we will help you display your family in a beautiful light that it should be shown.
That sounds amazing. So I can come there because now we're talking good. So I can come there, start with my family, right? I can start with my
Yes.
family and
Mm-hmm.
just build out my connections,
Yes.
like the people, because I've already got like a vision of my family, and then like the people in even though I'm not from Monticello,
Mm-hmm.
um, my family that's from well, not they're not from Monticello, but their family comes from Monticello. So like the branches and the pitch. Oh snap! I like that.
Yes, so so that's what you would do if it's fabric, if it's like if it's fabric, if it's
Wow.
a recipe, if it's whatever is important to you, it doesn't have to be a picture. It could be whatever, you want to connect the dots with. We will help facilitate that for you. And you could put your family on display. If there's a song, if there's a dish, like I
Oh
said,
my
this is going to be a
God.
whole big event. So we would like you to display your family in the light that you would like to display your family, and that's another portion of the project about its genetics. So I'm going to I'm going to attempt to create the church, not the church the way it looks now. I'm talking about the church the way it
The old
looks.
school, the old
The old
Bethlehem
I'm
temple,
talking about the old Bethlehem. I'm talking about going up them
the
steps and
old
tripping up the
entrance.
steps,
Yes, I'm like I'm
tripping up the steps,
picturing
going in the back. I'm
when you
talking
had to
about
come from the downstairs and walk up
and
to get
walk
into
up the
the
narrow
sanctuary.
steps.
Oh
Yes, go
yeah,
to the upper room. You know
yeah,
what I'm
or walk directly into the upper. Yeah,
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 so I'm basically so we're using recycled
that's neat.
materials. We're using
Okay.
cardboard and different things like that. And
Mhm.
when I worked for not worked for, when I was a part of the Human Rights Commission, I created a puppeteer, like a puppet show out of
Oh wow.
cardboard. I wish I had the picture so I could just show you, but show everyone. But I created that, and so therefore we're going to use the cardboard to also make the diagram and the display of Monticello, and also we're going to use that to be one of the landmarks for the project.
Well, you're working with
So
artists too. You're working.
yeah,
You're working with so you can do stuff like that. Like that's really cool.
yes. So we want it to be, we want you to be able to look at it. We want you to be able to touch it. We want you to be like immerse yourself within the project. So yes, we're talking about Monticello and the nostalgia of Monticello and where we grew up and how it used to look and all these different things. But on another note, we're also going to have it so that you can display your family and the light that you would like your family to be shown.
Mhm.
And then
Because
once we I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, you go ahead because I'm trying to get this stuff out because we was
Oh,
glitching
okay.
before.
And then once you have your family shown, in the light, then you're
Mhm.
going to start making those branches and those connections. Okay, so this one got married to that one, and then this one was
Right.
related to this one, and then that's how the tree develops. I didn't want to do a tree. I was going to like try to basically do like circles and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and like veer away from the trees. But
Right.
because I wanted to have like a different type of artistic display,
Vision.
but
Right.
of the project, but however you would like to interpret it. um and that's why I said eventually I would that's what I would like. I know you said I was breaking in and out, so I don't know what people heard or didn't hear, but I
Right. So
would
let's
like
get
it
it.
to be a museum, a landmark to where people could come and visit and have family reunions. They could come and visit this place and say, look, here's our family. We're over here to the left, and you will always be over here to the left. And you will be expanding as your family grows. And then you will be branching off into other people's family. And
Yes.
I would like it, yeah. And I would like it to be something to whereas people would be proud to say, oh, have you been to this place? And and
Yeah. A
seeing the
total
family,
landmark.
yeah,
Yeah.
see your family
I
history
dig it.
and
Right. And for people like when you were talking about, talking about Monticello and different things like that. your memory of it is different than the people today, the way they see it, right? Just like Fallsburg, people are like, there's nothing here. Da, da, da. But when I think of it, I think
Mhm.
of everything that was there. So, like the fun growing up as a child, all the
Mhm.
landmarks or whatever. So, when you say create these vision boards or whatever, it not only gives the people a vision, it puts them back in that moment and they could hear the sounds, they can smell the smells, so it's like
Mhm.
it totally all of your senses are arised in something like this. So that right there is awesome. I love it. I love it so much.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
And a lot of people don't even realize, like, why are you still in Monticello? Because where your heart is attached to, what
Totally
you remember growing up, and how you remember how it used to be. So,
right.
if we can just show that, and a lot of things I don't know where different landmarks, used to be that older people might know, and they could put us on and let us know the history of Monticello in a deeper, way. So I'm excited about all that.
I'm excited about it, but I still think, even though it's open to everybody, but I still think that you ought to start with our roots, African American
Yes.
roots, because our story here isn't told. It's
Mhm.
really not. So keep it with that, and then to start off, I'm like to start people,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
that's the thing. You got to get them involved. That's the thing. We don't want to go nowhere. Like you got to get them involved. Um, yeah, and then they can dig deep, and we can see really where our real roots are, and then we can do the connections to everybody else because we are connected to everybody is related to everybody here, every race, religion, creed, we're all connected here. But
Mhm.
get to our foundation. And it starts with that one person, that one family member, you, me, that knows everybody and can start with this one and that one.
Exactly.
Because I have cousins that ask me all the time, well, how am I related to them? And me, because I grew up in my grandparents' house, I'll be like, "Oh, well, that's aunt so and so," and they'll be like, "Wait, we're really blood?" Yes, that's your real cousin. So it like starts with you, the story, family story person, and keep it going like that. So I'm excited. I may do it now that I know more about it. Not taking my blood, yeah, because it's different. I see it totally different, and it's not just I'm not a Monticello person. Can I
Yeah.
still do it? I'm not a Panther. Am I okay? I'm a Comet.
Eh, I guess we'll have you.
Well, just in case. I was getting ready to say something, but then that's going into basketball battles, and we don't want to do that.
That's why I'm like, nah.
We don't want to do that.
No, I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
yes,
do you
sis, I
like
have
that.
no. What
I'm not gonna do you like
do
that.
me like we not gonna do this. You're not gonna diss the comment. No, see, like that would be a problem. But whatever, it's all good. It's all good.
It's
Um,
all love. It's all
it's
love.
all love and fun. I wish the internet was working like this earlier because we would
I
have had
know, but it's
a
okay. And
it's
like I
the
said, I'm
people got
happy
the
to be a
gist
part
of
of
it.
it.
Oh yeah, and I'm like really happy for you. I'm happy that you're using your gift. I'm happy that you're sharing it with the world because that's what you're doing. You're sharing it with the world. Thanks for explaining how the It's Genetics Project works, um, where it came from. Is there any final messages before we wrap this up? Anything you want to tell the people, or anything from your heart that you would like to get out there? Doesn't have to just be about It's Genetics, but whatever final messages or thoughts, you got it.
Um, I just would like to, you know,
You too.
oh, that's my son.
Okay, I'm like,
I would just like to thank God for my children. They're
there you
always my
there you go.
biggest supporters, and
Yeah, they
they're
are
always
the
my
kids.
motivation. And and that's what always kept me going.
Mhm.
For a long time I've always wanted to be in the newspaper. And then I was in the newspaper so many times. I'm like, they're like, you in the paper? I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. So it's just like different things. I feel like if you have a goal and you set your mind up on it, pursue that goal. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, long as it's envisioned within your mind and your heart is into it. I believe that you should pursue it. And like I said, my children are my biggest motivators and inspiration. And when I pass on this earth, I would like to have them something to be proud of, and to say, you know, my mother faced a lot of hardships and different things like that, but she still persevered and still moved forward. And she was able to be a part of so many different projects and so many different things she was able to accomplish. And I just would like to, you know, thank God for my family, and my children is my biggest inspiration.
I love that.
That's all. That's
I
all I
love
have.
that. Right, right. And you know, and it's a part of it's genetics. Your kids, your kids.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you for stepping out, because for those people that don't know, she was terrified with this right here. And we had our glitches, I'm sure, which didn't make it any better. It didn't make it any better. But what I didn't know is that you were shy. I didn't know that. I would have never seen you to be that scary person. But you're
Yeah.
out there now. You're out there. Your name is attached. People can give credit where credit is due. They can give their flowers where they're due. You know, and we're all about that today's day and age, because people are leaving. People are leaving here, left and right, left and right. You know, um, so you got to give. You know, you got to give people the big ups where it's deserved, and you deserved it. You're sitting there quiet as a church mouse, and you've accomplished so much. You've accomplished so much, and you know what? And you should be proud of everything that you've accomplished. Because when you gave me this list, I was like, "Yo, my mind was blown. My mind was blown. I would have never known all this stuff about Shanita." Sister Flores.
I don't, I forget a lot of this stuff, you know, because God placed it in front of me, and God made it happen. You know, a
Yeah,
lot of this
that's
stuff
what
I
he
didn't
does.
even foresee that I would be in these circles or be in these different areas with these people, and I made great friends along the way. And I just thank God for putting me in the rooms that I was supposed to be in. You know, sometimes I was placed in rooms and people like, what are you doing here? God put me here. And nobody else, and can't nobody move me because he put me here. I don't know how I got here. He put me here, you know, and
But you
I'm
know
just
what's
going to make
funny?
it happen.
What's funny is this has nothing to do with the it's genetics, but that should be total confirmation for you. And I say that because this is why I say that. Bishop Williams, John Williams,
Mhm. Cousin.
just did a right, your cousin, your blood cousin, um, just did a Bible study on this last night. And when I say just did a Bible study on this last night, just about, not just about, you know, being in places like that. No, almost word for word verbatim, what you said about having a seat at the table where you didn't know you were going to be placed. So, see, God already had a chair for you.
Hmm.
He already had a chair at that table with all those higher ups for Shanita.
Well,
It was
thank you.
there.
I believe in
Tell you,
confirmation. I
let me,
believe in it a hundred
it's, oh,
percent.
let me tell you. So you're on the right path. You're watering those seeds that God has planted in you and nobody else, because you don't want somebody to take your gift and run with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. But you know
Okay.
what? I've come to the conclusion that, you know, I have so many ideas and so many things that I would like to happen, that long as they're happening, I don't even really care, because they're not even my gifts just to keep within myself. They're the world's gifts. And no
No,
matter what happens,
absolutely.
no matter
As
how
long
anybody takes it or try to copy it or whatever they try to do, it will never be with the flavor
you
that I
can't
will add upon it. So it
hello,
doesn't even make a
facts.
difference to
You
me.
can't duplicate authenticity.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
I
I
don't
keep
even
saying.
mind
So,
it. I
all
would like
right,
to share it all. I
share,
don't mind.
share. I
Sharing
like
is
it.
caring.
Sharing is caring. So look, I gotta go. Look, I gotta go.
Okay. Thank you,
Um,
everyone, for tuning in
look,
and bearing with us. We appreciate you.
don't you go nowhere yet. Everybody, thank you so much for bearing with us through the glitches or whatever, but you got the gist of the It's Genetics Project. Um, Remember, if you want to find out more, email her. Look, my voice act like it's trying to go again. Email her, Shanita, at SHANITA at yahoo.com. There are no spaces, no dashes. Reach
Nope.
out to her, find out more about the It's Genetics Project because it sounds amazing. I think I really want to do it until I get scared and be like, I don't want to do this no more because it's becoming too emotional. Because that's
It
part
is
of it. It's going to become
emotional.
emotional because you're diving deep.
It
So,
does.
and it's located at the Black Library, which is in Monticello, New York. Um, I'm looking for this address. Her daughter put it up in the comments. Her daughter put it up in the comments. She said it's 3397 Broadway, Monticello. For
Thank
those
you,
that are,
Talia.
she was on you when you had the glitches and you went out. And for those that's like, well, where is that? We were talking about landmarks. The Old Key Bank, Broadway, Monticello. That's where the Black Library is. Um, she said you could do walk-ins or whatever, but they do work, you know. So, what time is the Black Library open?
It's open at 11. So no, you can't do walk-ins. You have to call. You have to notify me, and we will have to schedule an appointment to come
Okay, so
in and to do the sessions.
notify her through email
But the
and
Black
tell her.
Library is open from 11 to I forgot what time they close, but they are open to the public just to go and experience the Black Library itself because it's beautiful. And you should definitely look into that and experience the Black Library because they're doing great things there.
They are doing great things here in Sullivan County, in Monticello. Um, so you all make sure, please follow my YouTube. Trying to get my numbers up. We're coming up on 2024. Tea Time with Bunky is about to do some new things, y'all. I'm about to do some new things. I want to interact more with you. So when you come on, shout out who you are so I can acknowledge you. Let me know where you're coming from. And we're going to do a question segment. This is in January. For those that don't know, and they're used to me not really interacting. And the reason why I wasn't interacting is because I wanted people, my guests, to realize that I was engaged with them, that I wasn't distracted. But now we're on the path where the last 15 minutes, I'm going to give you guys to ask the guests questions now. Watch my flyers so you know what's going on with the show. But you'll be able to ask the hi Crystal, she's gonna be a guest. They're coming on December. Tweet talks to be on in December. Well, we are in December, the end of December. So you'll be able to come on, ask them questions, interact, and engage. So I appreciate you all so much. You just don't know. Tea Time is back now. Hopefully all my health situations are done and I can be on a regular. Follow the It's Genetics Project. Shanita will be creating a page for that down the road. Yes, she will. So that you guys will be able to get in touch with her and go on this journey with her. I'm excited for her. And like I said, I appreciate you all. To Mo and Lady D's family, we send our condolences.
Yes.
They are forever a part of the Tea Time with Bunky family. Um, you all have a super duper night. I appreciate you more than you know. Bye bye now. See you next week.